Have you ever wondered how airplanes, these massive structures of metal, lift off the ground and ascend into the sky? It's a fascinating process, a blend of physics, technology, and human skill. The airplane takeoff, a pivotal moment in every flight, is a symphony of coordination, precision, and power. It's not just about speeding up and pointing upwards, but a calculated process that begins long before the wheels leave the runway. Well, fasten your seatbelts because we're about to unravel the mystery of airplane takeoff. Before an airplane can even think about getting off the ground, it has to pass a rigorous series of checks. This critical phase is known as the pre-flight check, a safety ritual that pilots swear by. Every inch of the aircraft is scrutinized, from the nose to the tail. The hull is inspected for any signs of wear and tear that could compromise the safety of the flight. The fuel levels are carefully measured, and the oil and other essential fluids are checked to ensure they are at optimal levels. The flight crew also plays a significant role during this phase. They meticulously verify that all systems, from the navigation to the communication gear, are working properly. Any minor glitch, any tiny hiccup, is enough to halt the process. Safety is the cornerstone of aviation, and no stone is left unturned to ensure it. Only when all these boxes are ticked, the aircraft is deemed ready for the next step, boarding. With the aircraft in top shape, it's time for the passengers to come aboard. This is a well-choreographed dance of order and efficiency, as people find their seats and stow their belongings. The flight crew is not just there to assist, but to ensure safety, checking that seat belts are fastened and overhead compartments are secure. Meanwhile, the pilots are in the cockpit, going through their own list of preparations. They're reviewing flight plans, checking weather conditions, and communicating with air traffic control. All this happens while the aircraft is taxiing, moving on its own power from the boarding gate to the runway. It's a slow, careful journey, every turn and stop calculated with precision. Once in position on the runway, another set of checks, the before takeoff checks, are performed. The engines are revved, the flaps are set, and the stage is set for the thrill of takeoff. This is where the real journey begins. Now comes the moment we've all been waiting for, the takeoff. The final checks are completed, the cabin is secure, and the engines are roaring in anticipation. This is the moment where the plane, like a poised athlete, is ready to sprint down the runway. The pilot communicates with air traffic control, receiving the all-important clearance for takeoff. The plane begins its journey down the runway, the engines grow louder, and the speed gradually increases. The sensation of speed is exhilarating. You can feel the vibrations of the plane beneath you, the power of the engines, the hum of the machinery. The aircraft continues to gather speed, racing down the runway. The world outside the window blurs into a stream of colors as the plane reaches its takeoff speed. And then, the pivotal moment arrives. The nose of the plane tilts upwards, the wheels lose contact with the tarmac, and for a breathtaking moment, you are suspended in transition between the earth and the sky. The laws of gravity are defied as tons of metal, fuel, luggage, and passengers lift off the ground. This is the thrill of takeoff, a testament to human ingenuity and the power of aviation. With the ground shrinking beneath, the airplane begins its ascent to cruising altitude. The world below transforms into a miniature model, cars become tiny specks, and skyscrapers look like children's building blocks. And just like that, the adventure in the skies begins. So, as we can see, the process of an airplane taking off is no small feat. It's a carefully choreographed dance starting long before the plane even reaches the runway. From meticulous pre-flight checks ensuring the aircraft's prime condition, to the careful examination of fuel levels, oil, and other essential fluids. Each step is as crucial as the next. Then comes the journey from the boarding gate to the runway, a phase known as taxiing. With the stage set, the flight crew performs the final checks, confirming systems functionality and communicating with air traffic control. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the takeoff. The aircraft accelerates, the engines roar, and just like that, we're defying gravity. The ground recedes as the plane ascends towards its cruising altitude. It's an exhilarating blend of science, technology, and human skill. And that, dear viewers, is the fascinating process of how an airplane takes off into the sky.